Hello gorgeous, and welcome to today's video where I want to share two things with you that I find are very important if you want to get a better job, just get better opportunities, or you want a better position within your existing job, or you want to find the dream job. So this is kind of a preparation for that. And one thing that is kind of important that I want to share first, because this is kind of the essence of it, is that you want your boss to like you. And so these are two things that will make your boss like you more. Plus, it shows kind of maturity and that you're able to take responsibility. So, one thing is that you do what you're told. So, I've been in many jobs, and there are always something that you do not want to do. There are these unwanted assignments. And when your boss say, hey, can you do that? Will you do this, please? Then most people start complaining and bitching about this. And this is not the right way to go about it. Trust me. So, of course, there are certain, you should not do something that is at your own risk. You should not do something that is dangerous. But we're talking daily assignments, okay? Just do what you're told. Just say, okay, fine, sure, I'll do that. And with a smile also will be great, because if they can feel that you are still like, you'll do it, but you're negative about it, it's they can see that. So if you every time say, sure, yes, I do that, your boss will know that you are stable, like you are, how can I say, like predictable. Like if they tell you to do something, you'll do it without complaining, without bitching about it. Okay, you'll just do it because that's your job. And that is mature. That is what's called maturity. If you're a 5-year old, you will complain and bitch about doing the dishes, but you're an adult, so you don't do that. You are old enough to say, okay, I don't like this assignment. Maybe I hate it, but I'll still do it, and I'll do it with a smile. So one thing that I personally do and I find very helpful is that I shift that. I kind of reframe that thought or belief that, oh God, I hate this assignment. At my last job, I did this very consciously, even before, because I heard people talking about this and they were like, oh, I hate doing this. It takes longer and it's so difficult. I changed that instantly and I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna think it's fun. I'm gonna enjoy it. And I really, stepped into that. I really took it in. And guess what happened? It became very fun. And because I actually really enjoyed it, whenever someone I gave this assignment to me, I just say, yes, sure, I love doing this. And that makes people open their eyes and be like, what? And that is a good thing in this case. So do what you're told, be mature about it. Number 2 is the taking responsibility. That you take responsibility for what you do, what you have done, and so on. So this means do not lie about things. If your boss comes and asks you and say, hey, did you do this? And you say, nope, I don't know, I didn't do it. That's just, eventually it's somebody's gonna find out, or it's just in your energy and you did something that you shouldn't. It's so much better to just right off the cuff say, hey, I made this mistake, I did this, and I'm sorry. I won't do it again, of course, but I did this, because it shows responsibility and again maturity. So don't lie, always tell the truth. Be responsible for what you did. And something that I personally do and kind of live by is that I never do or say something that I will not stand by if someone came up to me and say, hey, did you say this? Or hey, did you do this? I will say, yeah, I did. Of course, I know I did. And I stand by that. So if whatever you're doing, and if you're ever wondering, should I do this or should I not do this? Or like, I know I shouldn't do it, but it's so much easier just to not do it. You know what I mean? Make sure that always think in your head, if this person came up to me and say, hey, did you say that? If you are not able to look into their face and say, yes, I did say this, then just don't say it. Just don't say it. And the same thing, if it's something you've done, if you're standing looking at something and say, should I do this or should I not do this? Again, and it's just these small, maybe mistakes, minor mistakes. But make sure that whatever you do, that if someone came and say, hey, we have this problem, did anyone see anything, or who did this, that you are able to say, yeah, that was me. Because again, it shows a lot of responsibility that you do not lie. Because nobody is going to hire a person for a better paid job with a lot of responsibility if they lie about things. They won't. If you do the right thing most of the time, and if you don't, you still own up to what you did and say, hey, I'm sorry I did this, but I'm gonna make it right next time. That is going to be someone that your boss wants to hire, or someone will hire to be the boss. Okay, so that's just two little things, but kind of important and big things, besides you actually knowing what you're doing and kind of having the skills, the knowledge to do what you do. So just those little small things. And I want to add a bonus one, which because I've mentioned it a couple of times, and it's something that it just creates it creates like a specific view on you. Like, people just like you more if you are always positive and if you smile most of the time. Of course, we can have a bad day, but if you smile like this, I smile a lot. If you do that most of the time and you are not angry, like when something happens, you don't go all drama queen, but you just say, oh, okay, well, we'll figure it out. If you're a positive person and you smile most of the time, people really like being around you, and it's also going to help you up level. Okay, this might need some inner work. If it's not natural to you, it's going to take some work to get there, which is kind of what all this I'm doing is about. So listen to more of my videos, kind of scroll around and find some things that can help you get to that. Okay, so thank you for listening to this video. Please give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to listen to more of my videos. Share, and I'll see you next time.